Ever wondered how the United States, a melting pot of cultures, has such a unique food culture? Let's take a step back in time and delve into the fascinating origins of American cuisine. The roots of American cuisine are deeply intertwined with the indigenous food of Native Americans. These original inhabitants of the United States were the first to introduce staples like corn, beans, and squash, often referred to as the Three Sisters. These foods formed the backbone of early American diets and remain popular today. The Native Americans also introduced the settlers to other local ingredients such as wild turkey, venison, berries, and potatoes, enriching the culinary landscape of the New World. As waves of immigrants arrived on American shores, the culinary canvas of the nation started to evolve. The British influence was among the earliest and most profound, introducing cooking techniques and dishes that were adapted to the local ingredients. Think about the iconic apple pie, an adaptation of the British pie, but made with apples, a bounty of the new land. The Germans brought with them their sausages and beer, while the Italians introduced pasta and pizza, all of which found a unique American twist. The Germans' knack for preserving meat led to the creation of the American hot dog, while the Italians' love for carbohydrates and tomatoes gave birth to pizza with a thicker crust, loaded with cheese and a variety of toppings. As the United States grew, so did its food culture. The country's cuisine is a reflection of its history, a tale of adaptation, innovation, and fusion. Each wave of immigrants added a new layer to the culinary tapestry, shaping the flavors and dishes we associate with American cuisine today. The birth of American cuisine was not a singular event, but rather a process that unfolded over centuries. It was a synergy of various cultures and local ingredients. Each group that arrived brought with them their culinary traditions, adapting them to the ingredients and conditions they found in their new home. So, the birth of American cuisine was a synergy of various cultures and local ingredients. As the United States expanded in the 19th century, so did its cuisine. The 1800s was a time of significant growth and change for America. The westward expansion brought settlers into contact with new foods and culinary traditions. From the hearty stews of the pioneers to the spicy flavors of Mexican cuisine in the Southwest, the American palate began to diversify. The California Gold Rush of 1848 brought an influx of immigrants from around the world, each bringing their unique culinary traditions. Chinese immigrants introduced stir-frying and deep-frying techniques, forever changing the way Americans cooked. Italian immigrants, meanwhile, brought a love of pasta and pizza, which would eventually become staples in the American diet. The Civil War also left its mark on the culinary landscape. As soldiers marched across the country, they carried with them hardtack, a simple cracker made from flour, water, and sometimes salt. This humble food item was easy to transport and could last for months, making it a practical choice for long military campaigns. But perhaps the most revolutionary development of the 19th century was the introduction of canned food. Invented as a way to preserve food for soldiers, canning quickly became a household staple. It allowed for a longer shelf life of foods, making it possible to enjoy fruits and vegetables year-round, regardless of the season. This not only changed the way food was stored, but also how it was prepared and consumed. Soups, stews, and sauces could now be made quickly and easily, even by those with little cooking experience. The 19th century also saw the beginnings of the American fast food culture, with the opening of the first fast food restaurant, White Castle, in 1921. This set the stage for a culinary revolution that would sweep the nation in the following century. Thus, the 19th century brought about significant transformations in the American food scene. The 20th century was a time of rapid change for the United States, and its cuisine was no exception. The culinary landscape of America was transformed by a variety of factors, each leaving their unique flavors on the nation's plate. One of the most significant developments was the rise of fast food. Restaurants such as McDonald's, Burger King, and Kentucky Fried Chicken emerged, offering convenient, affordable meals that quickly became an integral part of the American lifestyle. This fast food revolution was driven by the country's growing urbanization and the increasingly fast pace of life. The impact of the World Wars was another key factor. During these periods, rationing led to a simplification of meals and a focus on efficiency and preservation. This gave birth to staples like Spam and Kraft macaroni and Amp cheese, products that are still widely consumed today. Meanwhile, technological advancements were also shaping the way Americans ate. The introduction of the refrigerator and the microwave oven had profound effects, No longer were people limited to fresh or canned food. Now, they could store and reheat meals, leading to an increase in pre-packaged frozen dinners and other convenience foods. The later part of the 20th century also saw the rise of celebrity chefs and cooking shows. Julia Child, for example, brought French cuisine to American households, while Emeril Lagasse's enthusiastic "Bam!" made cooking seem fun and accessible. These personalities not only entertained viewers, but they also educated them about different types of cuisine and cooking techniques, further broadening the American palate. Finally, the trend of fusion cuisine emerged, blending elements of different culinary traditions. This mirrored the country's diverse population and reflected America's melting pot culture on the dining table. By the end of the 20th century, American cuisine had evolved into a blend of tradition and innovation. It was a testament to the nation's ability to adapt and innovate, a narrative that continues to be written with every bite. Today, American cuisine is as diverse as its people. It's a flavorful tapestry woven from the many cultures that have shaped and enriched this great nation. Let's take a culinary journey, shall we? Starting in the Northeast, the Atlantic Ocean offers a bounty of seafood. Maine's lobster rolls, Maryland's crab cakes, and New England's clam chowder are just a few regional specialties. These dishes are a testament to the area's rich maritime history and the people who have relied on these waters for their livelihood. Moving southward, we encounter a cuisine deeply rooted in history and tradition. The southern United States boasts soul food like fried chicken, collard greens, and cornbread. Then there's the world of barbecue, where each state, from Texas to the Carolinas, fiercely defends its unique style. These dishes are a mouth-watering blend of African, European, and Native American influences, reflecting the region's complex past. Venturing into the Southwest, the cuisine takes on a distinctly Mexican flavor. You'll find hearty dishes like chili con carne in Texas, green chili stew in New Mexico, and fish tacos in Southern California. These meals, often spicy and always filling, echo the region's Spanish and Mexican heritage. Finally, on the West Coast, you'll encounter a thriving scene of Asian fusion cuisine. From sushi burritos in San Francisco to Korean barbecue tacos in Los Angeles, these innovative dishes reflect the diverse Asian communities that have made the coast their home. But American cuisine doesn't stop at regional boundaries. It's continually evolving and adapting, incorporating new ingredients and techniques from around the world. From the food trucks of New York City to the farm-to-table restaurants in Portland, American food is a dynamic and ever-changing landscape. Indeed, the United States is a gastronomic map where every region has its unique signature dishes. It's a country where food tells a story of diversity, resilience, and creativity. A story that continues to be written, one delicious dish at a time. So, what exactly defines American cuisine? A question that might seem simple at first glance, yet unravels a myriad of flavors, ingredients, and cooking techniques upon a deeper dive. American cuisine is, in essence, a melting pot. It's a culinary canvas painted with the vibrant hues of immigrant and Native American cooking traditions. From the early settlers who learned to use corn from Native Americans to the spicy and flavorful dishes brought by immigrants from around the world, the United States has always been a crucible of culinary innovation and fusion. This fusion has been further influenced and shaped by historical events. The Industrial Revolution of the 19th century, for instance, introduced canned goods and processed foods, forever altering the American diet. Fast forward to the post-war era with the advent of fast food culture and convenience meals, and we see another shift in eating habits that is distinctly American. But the story of American cuisine doesn't stop there. Today, what we see is a diverse and region-specific gastronomy. It's not just about hamburgers and hot dogs anymore. From the seafood-heavy dishes of the New England coast, to the barbecue styles of the South, to the fresh and health-conscious trends of the West Coast, American cuisine is as varied as the country's geography itself. And let's not forget the influence of technology. The rise of social media and food blogging has democratized the culinary world, allowing for a constant exchange of ideas and recipes, and the birth of new food trends, further contributing to the ever-evolving nature of American cuisine. So, what defines American cuisine? It's a blend of tradition and innovation, a reflection of the country's diverse populace, a story of adaptation and change. It's the comfort of a homemade apple pie, the sizzle of a backyard barbecue, the innovation of molecular gastronomy. In essence, American cuisine is a vibrant tapestry, woven from many threads of history, culture, and innovation.